It is very important for us to change or transform before time, or else the time will come such in our life that it will make us change forcefully or in compulsion. And the changes that is done forcefully or in compulsion will always make us suffer and will always be painful. That's the reason it is important for us to change before time. Change is changeless, it is constant. It is necessary because change or transformation means development. When I change myself, I will develop myself into a better human being. Now there are two types of changes that happens. One is in the subtle level and the other one is in the physical level. The subtle level of change means the change in our thoughts, emotions, feelings. And the physical level of change means what we see in the physical world with this physical eyes. That is the physical. Now the subtle level of change is very, very important and very powerful. Till today, we have been begging people to change for the betterment, to change, their habits. We have been trying to change the situation or the circumstances. But how far are we successful to do so? Very less. And the only reason that we are very less successful to change the people or the situation is only because we are not focused on the self-transformation. We are not trying to change ourselves. That's the reason I am not able to bring the change in the outside world, or I am not able to bring the change in the other people. That means it is very important for me to change first, then only I can bring the change in the outside world. Now today let us discuss or understand the very important topic or the powerful topic, that is self-transformation leads to world transformation. Now let us understand self-transformation first. Self means I. I, the self, is having three faculties in myself: my mind, my intellect and my memory, the sanskar. Now I have to check what are the different types of thoughts I am creating in my mind, being accepted by the intellect and is stored in the memory bank. Now the repeated thoughts that I am creating in my mind will become my sanskar. This I have already spoken in my previous video of self-management. Now I have to check whether I am creating the beneficial thoughts for myself, I am creating the motivating thoughts, the elevated thoughts, the positive thoughts, the thoughts that is really uplifting me. Now these repeated thoughts are going to store in my memory bank, and when my memory is developed, when my sanskar is developed with these powerful thoughts, with these elevated thoughts, then that will be reflected in my practical life outside. There comes the change from subtle to physical. Now there comes the change, and that change will be always for the betterment, because I have already created and stored the most powerful thoughts in my mind and in my sanskar. Now the activities whatever I do in the physical level, the interaction I do with the people outside, the situation I am able to handle, I develop the power to accept, I develop the power to accommodate, that is all reflected in the physical world outside. I develop a very good relationship with myself and everyone. There will be harmony in myself and with everyone outside. Each and every task of myself will be successful because I have stored, I have developed the most elevated and the most powerful thoughts in my sanskar. Because of that only I have been able to bring the change in myself, in the subtle level as well as in the physical level. In this, let me give an example of an egg. When an egg is broken from outside, life ends, and when an egg is broken from within, life begins. So everything has to be inside out process. It cannot be outside in. Outside in will be always temporary, and inside out process will be always permanent. Let me give one more example. Now, when we see a tree filled with fruits and flowers, and when we taste the fruit of that particular tree, that particular fruit or the quality of that fruit will resemble the seed which is sown in the land, which is grounded. So look at the power of the seed. The power of the seed is such that it has the ability to transform that particular seed into a huge tree with lots of fruits and vegetables. So that is the power of a seed. The power of the seed is always subtle, and whatever we see outside is always physical. Likewise, only our thoughts are subtle, and whatever the vibration we are creating through our thoughts are going to reach to each and every souls in the entire world. Whatever the power I am trying to create within will be touched by each and every souls outside. That is the power, the subtle power of the thought. It is very, very powerful, such as the power of the seed. Our thoughts are also like a seed. It has enormous power within itself. That's the reason it is important for me to change from within. When I change from within, I will change everything outside. And there lies the self-transformation. And when I start transforming myself, I'll start transforming each and everything in my physical level also. And that will be seen by the other human being. That will be, seen by the other people, and they will be seeing the changes from the subtle to physical. And those who are not able to see this vibration of power and positivity will be reaching to them. When I remember them in a very high frequency note, when I will be passing on the vibration of peace and power to them. And there lies the self-transformation leads to world transformation. It is not possible, to go to each and every house telling that you change for the betterment. You be good. You have to change your habit. Is it possible? It is not possible. We cannot go, door to door saying that you change for the betterment. Rather, let me look into myself. Let me look within myself. How far have I changed? What are the subtle changes I have brought within myself? If I have changed for the betterment, that means I am able to reflect the quality, reflect the vibration of positivity and the elevated, vibration to each and every living being. And they will see me as a sample and an example. And they will also try to change themselves. And the good wishes in a subtle level, what we create in our mind, will be touching to each and every living being existing on earth. This is the power of the thoughts. It is going to create my external world in such a way that everything, whatever I have created, will be resulting in such a way that it is going to benefit each and every being in this earth. So let us begin the change with myself, and let us not only listen, not only watch the video, but let us implement the good things, the good virtues, the power within us, so that we become the embodiment of change. And here lies the self-transformation leads to world transformation. Let me be the change. Let me become the medium of change, so that I can benefit each and every souls on earth. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself.